Hello and welcome to this week's Yin. Take your time and find a comfortable position on your mat, ideally lying down. A place where you feel that you can really allow everything and all to release. You can let the body release, which is the first step. But from then on, you can start thinking of the mind releasing, like the thoughts just unraveling, and as much as possible, just pushing the thoughts aside. Or just allowing the thoughts to come and go, which is a much more sort of resilient attitude against it. So just finding the body on the ground for now. And we can start finding the points of contact, noticing where the body meets the ground. And how we can sort of use those points of contact as channels which allow the weight to travel all the way down to the ground. And just reminding yourself that there's nothing to do here, nowhere else to be right now. And just being present, here and now. Allowing the breath to be soft. And noticing that gentle movement of the breath. And we're allowing body and mind to stay present whenever the mind wanders away to irrelevant things. We just bring it back to the breath and to the scanning down through the body, giving it space. And just allowing the breath to flow. In that way, we're preparing the body for the practice, becoming very aware, very mindful of the state of the body right now. So when we're going to start moving the body around, we're very aware of what's happening, where it's happening, what is affected, and how. Breathing in. And on the exhale, we can start gently waking everything. So moving fingers and toes and hands and feet, stretching arms and stretching legs, reaching out and twisting gently and opening and expanding. Just allowing the body to move. Very good. And just carry on waking up the system for 3 and 2 and 1. And eventually we're going to bring both knees all the way in close to the chest. Give them a hug. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to lift the head, forehead coming up towards the knees. And just stay. Holding 3, breathing softly. 2 and 1. Inhale. On the exhale, we're letting the head release, come all the way back down. Inhale, squeezing both knees towards the chest. Flex your feet. And on the exhale, go ahead and extend both legs, reach up towards the ceiling. Now let's go for a good flexion here. Good. Inhale, bending both knees, coming in. Exhale, extending both legs, reaching up. Inhale, squeezing in. Exhale, extending, reaching up. Couple more of those. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, extend. Last one, inhale, squeeze. Exhale, extend and reach and stay. Good. Now just taking a moment, finding the pelvis onto the floor. Make sure that you're nicely supported there. There's a good balance between the right and the left. And also that your shoulders stay relaxed. Try to keep the legs as extended as possible, but try not to lock the knees. Just keep them with a very, very gentle sense of bending, a softening, let's say. Good. Great. And from there, just try to flex your feet a bit more. Just try to think of your toes wanting to point diagonally down towards the ground and loosen. And flex, 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 toes pointing as far down as they can and release. Flexing, flexing, flexing again and release. Whew. And last one, flex, flex, flex and release. Good. And now point them, pointing your feet. Think of your metatarsals just moving, allowing the movement to happen from the ankles, not just the toes. Actually, the toes can be quite relaxed, not involved. Let's go flexing and pointing without the toes, and flexing, pointing without the toes, just the metatarsals, just the foot, pointing without the toes. Last one, flexing, pointing without the toes. Great. Nice. And go for little circles there. 3, 2, 1. The other way around. 2, 1. And give it a little shake. Probably it burns a bit by now. Nice. Great. And allowing both knees again to release. Both knees to bend. Bring them all the way into your chest. Great. And now we're going to take the hands around your right shin. Let the left leg extend out and away, all the way down to the ground. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to lift the head, forehead coming up towards your right knee. And just holding there. 3 and 2 and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're letting it release, coming all the way back down. Great. Left hand on the outside of your right knee. And we're going to roll gently all the way over to the left. So right knee touches down toward the left side. Right arm opens to the right. And here you can make a couple of adjustments and place a couple of props. So if you'd like, you can bring some support under your right knee. So if it doesn't reach down. And the same you can do for your right shoulder. So if you'd like to do so, just go ahead and do so. And once you find your body fully supported where you are, just take a moment, bringing the attention to the breath. The breath is deep. It's moving your rib cage as it expands. And that movement of the rib cage really helps you go deeper into your twist as you breathe out. That release. Noticing your shoulders, make sure they are quite relaxed where they are. And from there, optional, you can move on to bending your left knee and grabbing your left foot with your right hand. That's optional. You don't have to go there if it feels too much. Lovely for 3 and 2 and 1. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to start extending that left leg. Nice. And just taking your left hand, sorry, extending the right leg, that's over to the left side. So we're going to start extending the right leg. And with the left hand, you can grab any part of the leg that you can actually reach. Eventually, we're going for the foot, for the toes, but you can grab that leg anywhere along. You can grab it under the knee, you can grab it around the thigh, or you can grab it from the foot or from your calf. Nice. And just staying there. Adding and introducing a new set of stretches along the hamstrings of your right. And just holding it. And it doesn't have to do with any muscular activity here. So just allow the body to stay tangled like that and enjoy the balance, the effortlessness of it. And we're holding there for 3 and 2 and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're going to start by releasing the left foot. Great. And from there, ideally, I'd like us to come all the way back to the center, holding the right leg as it is extended, but you can just find it midway through. So we're going to start by lifting off the ground, the right leg extended, and we're going to roll all the way back to the center, holding that right leg and bending the left knee, placing the left foot onto the floor. Nice. Well done. Right foot stays flexed. Leg is extended. Now you can rearrange your hands probably along your leg. Find a position that you can hold it nicely without tightening the system. Holding it there for 3 and 2 and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're going to lift the head Forehead coming up towards that right knee. Nice. And you can maybe point the toes of the right foot. And if you'd like, you can start extending the left leg all the way down to the ground. Nice. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1 on the exhale, we let the head release. We take the right arm from the inside of the right leg, and we're going to start bending the right knee, sorry, and bringing it over to the side. So wherever that takes you, you can flex the right foot, and you can maybe place your hand along the sole of the right foot. Nice. You can sort of, if there is tissue material or like cloth material from your trousers or shorts around that right hip joint, you can sort of rearrange so you get a nice deeper feeling of the stretch. And just trying to keep that right leg as close to you, the right thigh. Going for the first stretch for the right hip. And just taking a moment scanning through, not as if you're overly tensing parts of the body where it's not really necessary, like the shoulders. Holding it there for 3. And 2. And 1. Great. We're going to bend the left knee, step the left foot onto the floor, come and place the right ankle right under your left knee. Nice. Try to keep the right foot flexed at all times. And from there, just go ahead and bend that left knee and lift the knee and bring it closer to your body. Yes. And then take your hands around your left thigh. That's lovely. Taking your time, finding your points of contact. The back of the head, the back of the shoulders, back of the rib cage, back of the pelvis. And you're quite safe having those points of contact. So let the weight release through them. Just holding there for 3. And 2. And 1. Great. We're going to release the right leg and let it extend all the way down. And we're going to hold on to that left, but this time take the hands along the shin. Good. So right leg extends out and away, left knee squeezes in. Inhale. On the exhale, we're going to lift the head, forehead coming up towards that left knee. Breathing softly. For 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're letting the head release, coming down to the ground. Great. Right hand on the outside of your left leg, left arm opening to the side, and we're going to roll over to the right so that the left knee comes to touch down to the ground, or you can place a prop under that left knee for that little extra support and elevation. Ideally, eyes will turn to look over to the left, but it's a matter of taste and where you feel that twist developing best in your body. Left shoulder softening. Finding the spiral, finding the release. Notice your new points of contact now. You have a side of the head. You have one shoulder for sure, but maybe not both. You have the side of the rib cage, probably. You have one side of the pelvis, the right side of the pelvis, and the outer side of your right leg. Maybe you have your left knee. Maybe you have your left foot. You have the outer side of your left arm, and maybe your right elbow and your right upper arm. Those are your new points of contact here. So just think through those points and allow the weight to release. That's lovely. And from there, optional but not necessary, you can bend that right knee, reach with your left hand and grab your right foot. Optional, if it feels too much for any part of the body, just go ahead and release and let the right leg extend. Feel your breathing softly. Nice. And from there, optional again, you can go ahead and extend that left leg. And with your right hand, just grab any part of that left leg. And tie it like that in a knot. Just allow the body to release. Thinking through those points of contact. And just allowing the weight to fall through. A few more deep breaths here. Very good. And from there, we're going to release the right foot and holding on to that left foot, we're going to start lifting the left leg and coming all the way back to center, where you can bend the right knee and place the right foot onto the floor and take your hands along that left leg. Your foot can be flexed for maximum feeling of stretch, or it can be loose, whatever you want. That's lovely. And as you're holding that left leg close to you, you can start gradually extending the right leg all the way down. And take a moment, check in with your shoulders. What's happening there? Holding it, breathing softly. For 3 and 2 and 1. And from there, you can start bending that left knee. And as you're bending your knee, you're opening it sort of outwards as if it wants to reach your left armpit. And go ahead and flex the left foot. And if you can reach, you can place your left hand and grab the sole of the left foot. If not, you can grab the ankle, or you can even take your arm around your left knee. So maybe elbowing that knee. Great. Whichever your position, just make sure there is enough room for that left hip joint to move. And just think of both shoulders staying relaxed into the ground, that right leg extending, so it can keep you balanced and not falling over to the left completely. For 3 and 2 and 1. Go ahead and bend that right knee, placing the right foot onto the floor, and then come and place your left ankle right below your right knee. Great. Right foot flexed, left foot flexed, sorry, left knee being pushed away from you, and start lifting the right leg, right knee coming towards you. So right knee towards you, left knee away from you. Now take the hands around your right thigh and stay. Left foot flexed for maximum stretch and safety. Check in with your shoulders. I don't know about you, but I always tend to have some little extra tension around there. It's always worth rechecking. And eventually just release, allowing both feet to come all the way down onto the floor, feet parallel, knees parallel, hands coming under the side of the pelvis. And on the next inhale, we're going to engage the glutes, then just lift the pelvis up. Nice. Half bridge, making sure your feet and knees will stay parallel throughout your stay here. Holding there for 3 and 2 and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're just releasing. pelvis coming back down. And from there, just go ahead and roll over to one side, using that hand to push yourself away from the ground and coming all the way up to sitting with both legs extended to the front. Nice. Feet flexed. Sitting bones onto the floor where you are. Legs extended up to the point that your heels do not lift off the ground, so soft knees. Inhale, arms reaching up. Let's go for the forward fold. Shoulders release. Better. Inhale. On the exhale, bring it all the way down. Forward fold. Shoulders release. Arms heavy. And most important, head heavy. If you feel that your head cannot reach somewhere solid, first you can provide your arms and hands to support the head. That can either be your forearms stuck on one another. It can be your knees onto your elbows onto your legs, and then your head resting onto your hands. Or it can be external props like a block or a bottle of water or anything that would allow that head to find that extra support. It can be even a chair or a stool that you bring in front of you and let the head rest there. And the moment the head releases, the real work starts. Because as the head releases and finds support, you can feel the stretch unfolding all the way from the soles of your feet, running up along the legs, engaging the glutes, and moving upwards along your back, the rib cage, the back of the neck, and even like the back of the skull. Stay there. For 3, and 2, and 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, just start rolling up vertebra by vertebra. Nice. Slowly there. Good. Now, right leg will stay extended. We're going to bend the left knee, placing the left foot on the upper inner right thigh. Great. Now let's go down again. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, tilt forwards, reaching down, head heavy. Notice how the shoulders can be not involved. Notice how the jaw can stay relaxed. Notice how the breath can stay flowing. Very good. On the exhale now, we're going to start rolling up. Great. And we're going to bend that right knee. Nice. Lift that right calf, shin, whatever that is, and hold it with your left hand. So we're going for a cross. Left hand, right leg. Great. From there, we're going to open the right arm towards the back And at your own extent, you can start extending that right leg. You can always change your holding position. You can find a place maybe under your knee or along the calf, somewhere that is not the foot, anywhere that you feel that it's steady and that you can sustain and hold it. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, go ahead and release, taking that right foot and let's say gluing the right foot on the curve of the left ankle, on the front, like of the connection of the foot towards your calf. Nice. And from there, inhale, right arm reaching up. We're going to tilt forwards and take that right arm around the right leg. So then it's the time for the left arm to reach around the back, and the hands can reach one another or not. Up to you. If they don't reach one another, just make sure that they're steady in their position so you're not adding extra tension. It doesn't have to be tension for them to reach. If they do reach, great. If they don't, great. You can even find like something like a rope. It can be anything. It can be a strap. It can be a t-shirt. So you can hold both ends and keep walking your hands closer to one another. Nice. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. On the exhale, we're letting it release. Releasing your feet. Feet parallel, knees parallel, hands behind your back, fingers pointing towards your feet. If your wrists feel a bit sore, you can always move on to your fists or fingertips for this one. And whenever you're ready, inhale, lift the pelvis, eyes looking up. Ideally, feet and knees will stay parallel. Holding there for 3. And 2. And 1. Breathing in. And on the exhale, slowly bring it down. Great. And from there, left leg extends to the front, right knee bends, right foot on the upper inner left thigh. And let's go for the single leg forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, just shoulders, neck, chest. Great. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it down. And stay. Check in with your shoulders once more. Check in with the right support of the head. And there are those tiny little things that actually help you completely release, completely let go. Holding 3. And 2. And 1. And on the exhale, we start rolling up. Vertebra by vertebra. Very nice. Now from there, bending that left knee. Maybe taking your right hand all the way around that left foot and just opening your left arm. Nice. And from there, in your own way, just start extending that left leg. Find a way to hold that leg. Again, it can be like your right arm around your knee or your hand under your ankle or along your calf or along the foot, the toes, wherever that works best for you. And think of your eyes turning to look over that left shoulder. Holding there for 3 and 2 and 1. And on the exhale, coming all the way back to center. Very nice. Bending that left knee and placing that left ankle like on the curve between your right foot and right shin. Nice. And from there, inhale, extending your left arm. On the exhale, we tilt forwards and we wrap the arm around the left leg, wherever that goes. Inhale, extending the right arm forwards and taking it all the way around the back. Again, wherever that goes. Ideally, they reach, but even if they don't, it's a very good start. Nice, and just stay there. Holding 3 and 2 and 1. We're letting it release. Very good. Both hands behind your back, feet parallel, knees parallel, ready for the reverse table. On your next inhale, lift off. Holding it there, engaging the glutes, sending the pelvis up, opening the shoulders, eyes looking up. Hi. We're just holding it there. And the 3 and 2 and 1. Breathing in. And on the exhale, we're letting it release. Coming all the way down. Letting both legs extend. Nice. Let's go for a final seated forward fold. Inhale, arms rising. Exhale, shoulders. Great. Really find the sitting bones. Make sure that the spine stays relaxed here. And on the exhale, we bring it forwards. Allowing the head to release. The heavier, the better. The more support, the better. And stay. Breathing in. And on the exhale, we're going to start rolling up. Nice, coming all the way back to sitting. And just start making your way all the way down to the ground. Allowing your back to rest gently. You can keep your knees bent, or you can let your legs extend wherever your body feels more comfortable, more at ease, wherever you feel that you can actually completely release. And just stay there for the next minute or so. Just checking in with the body, noticing where you are, what's going on, parts that feel a bit tired, parts that feel extremely open. Just checking in. And you observe. And whenever the mind flows away, you just gently bring it back. Checking in through the points of contact. Finding softness in the body. Remember, nothing else to do, nowhere else to be. Still here, now. You can start giving some more thought and attention to the breath. Noticing how it moves through the body, what sort of changes and shifts it creates. Just finding that effortlessness, that sense of calmness, ease through the breath. And in your own time, in your own way, you can start waking up the body. Start moving fingers and toes and hands and feet. Stretching arms and stretching legs. And just twisting, turning, opening, expanding, reaching. Whatever feels good, wherever it feels like a nice place to reset the day and restart. Nice. And eventually we're going to roll all the way over to one side and bring it all the way up to sitting. Just finding your sitting bones where you are, finding the back. This nice sense of lengthening and opening, that sense of balancing. And on the next inhale, let the arms reach up, expand, embrace, connect. And exhale, finding center, hands to chest. Breathing out softly, emptying out. And with a new inhale, let the eyes open. Thank you very, very much for joining today. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I'll see you next time.